Salute, my peoples, man. Let's cook on it, man. Let's get back in this. Ambrose Dotson, salute. What's good? Yeah, they're not gonna send out the notifications or anything of that nature. So we just gonna cook how it is. I saw this and immediately when I saw this, man, I was I felt a certain kind of way. Carl Lillavoy, salute. Leslie Jackson, salute. What's goody? Robert Singleton, salute. What's good, my peoples? Smash the like button. Marvin Banks, salute. Trey Boy 89, salute. I want to talk. I want to cook on this, man, and talk about this. Stephen A. Smith, man. Sammy Hassan, salute. Yeah, we back, man. Share the video, like the video, smash the like button, whatever, man. Do whatever you got to do, man. They're not going. They're not going to send out notifications. Had to send a message. Real 6 SB90, salute. Yeah, I had muted the sounds because I wanted to send out the notification that we live because YouTube is not going to send out no notifications, man. They're just not. Jerron Smith, salute. Simple and plain. Plain and simple. There's no other way. There's no other excuse for it. There's no excuse for this. JMJ 2121. Ambrose Dawson, salute. LJ Fighter, salute. Yeah, we back live, man. We're gonna cook it right now. So let's talk about it, man. Joe 857, salute. Big Downs 99, salute. Yeah, Jafari Caesar, salute. Tony TV, salute. So Stephen A. Smith is on, I believe, Wake Up or whatever show that is, with Mike Greenberg and sometimes Jalen Rose is on there. But Mike Greenberg is definitely on there, right? Ahmad is Ahmad. Salute to you, my brother, good brother. I don't even care if they send out notifications fully for this because we're gonna cook on this, man. We know what they're doing already. So Stephen A. Smith goes on there, MDK 216, salute. And if y'all don't know, so Kyrie Irving, Dwight Howard, and Dahlia Internet, peace and blessings, Queen. Salute to Utah. Just worked out, need that potassium. So Stephen A. Smith was on the show, Get Up, I think it is. And he was asked about the stance of Kyrie Irving, Dwight Howard, so on and so forth, right? Mahari, salute. I would have sent you a link, Mahari. I should have. So, Stephen A. Smith decides that today, he says, well, slick sophistication, salute. Stephen A. Smith says this was very, 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 in my opinion, disturbing. When I heard him say this, I was working out on the treadmill, running on my naughty climber. Sheena, salute. And Stephen A. Smith decides to say, well, the thing is, these injustices have been taking place when our ancestors, our forefathers, Jay West, salute. Ketty Peeps, 504, salute. So why now? He says, Nerf Fader, salute. Mahari's Nation Sports Podcast, my brother, salute. Yeah. Architect One, salute. So he says, why now? Sports is important. You know how many people will be out of a job if you don't resume sports? Huh? These injustices been taking place forever and a day. And so Dino 704, salute. And so if that was the case, there should have never been sports to begin with. We should have never played sports to begin with. Everybody should have been, against it then. But the owners, he had the nerve to say, Architect One, salute. This is what really got me. He had the nerve to say, do you know how much money the owners would lose? I'm going to repeat that. He had the nerve to say, do you know how much money the owners would lose? Do y'all understand how I felt when I heard that? Elliot Burgess, salute. Do y'all understand what I felt when I heard him say that? Do you know how much money the owners would lose? That is the point, Stephen A. Smith. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do we know how much money the owners will lose? Yeah, we know how much money they will lose. That's the point. That's the whole point. Then he goes on to say, and what about the workers? All the other people. And this is what ultimately, I'm going to tell y'all ultimately what bothered me. He says that Kyrie Irving, go Gambler, salute. He says that Kyrie Irving, Dwight Howard, and Steven Jackson, because Sheridan Bratton, salute. If y'all heard Steven Jackson, he said, Rich Life 412, salute. Pull Counter Boxer, salute. Steven Jackson made a video in which he stated, if you continue basketball, it's going to take away from everything that's happening right now. If you continue basketball, it's going to distract from the movement, right? Kyrie Irving, and then this is another thing that people have oh yeah, I heard Charles Barkley. I was done with Charles Barkley when he dismissed everything against Drew Brees and said all of the outrage towards Drew Brees is unwarranted. So then he goes on to say that Steven Jackson, Kyrie Irving, and Dwight Howard are miseducated, misinformed about what's going on. What? Huh? How could they be misinformed? The Architect One, salute. Why aren't you on the front line, Stephen A. Smith, is the question. Why isn't Stephen A. Smith on the front line? Why is Stephen A. Smith worrying about them being on the front line, talking about, well, the forefathers and the ancestors, they should, if that's the case, they should have never played. They should have never played any sports if that's the case, because it should go, boxing good salute, it should go against everything. Well, Stephen A. Smith, he says, Dane Watson, salute. He goes on to say, well, the thing is, these injustices been taking place for years. Xavier Moses, salute. These injustices been taking place for years, far before our time. Now is the time that we go. Now is the time you could do both, right? You could do both. You could get out there and play, do your job. This is what he said. Cerny Bandit, salute. Young Hart, salute. Am I making peanut butter? I don't eat peanut butter and jelly, good brother. I don't eat peanut butter and jelly. So he goes on to say, do your job, right? And play basketball and then raise awareness. This is what he said. Jermaine Johnson, salute. Do your job, then raise awareness on the side. Salute to my brother Ticket TV in the building. I know he gonna cook on this if he already have, right? So then he says, do your job, then you could do both, raise awareness and do your job. Well, Stephen A. Smith, my question is this: why aren't you on the front line raising awareness, and why are you telling people to do their job and then raise awareness on the back end? Where are you, Stephen A. Smith? Why aren't you on the front end raising awareness? So Stephen A. Smith tells them, and this is the thing that gets me. I'm gonna tell y'all what bothered me the most is when he said that they are misinformed. Mel and Ryan, salute. They are miseducated about this situation. Is pretty much what he said. What do you mean they are miseducated? How dare you? How dare you say that their stance is due to lack of awareness, or lack of know-how, or lack of what's taking place? Stephen A. Smith, how dare you? How dare you tell people how to raise their awareness? How dare you? Yeah, he gonna tell them exactly. Trey Boy 89. He gonna tell them, well, they do your job, and then on the back end, you can still raise awareness. Because if this was the case, then this should have never been sports. Because injustices, Black Reality TV, salute. Injustices have been taking place for years now with our forefathers and ancestors, and so essentially they should have never played sports either. This is what Stephen A. Smith is saying. Well, guess what, Stephen A. Smith? How about the fact that? How about this, Stephen A. Smith? How about it's just a point of now we had enough? How about that? How about looking at it from that standpoint? Stephen A. Smith, we're not just going to just play basketball anymore. We're not just going to play sports anymore because we tried that already, Stephen A. Smith. How about that? How about that don't work? That's the reason why this is still taking place to today's time. How about that? How about that? How about the point is that is to make a stand now, or there won't be nobody left to make a stand in the future. How about that, Stephen A. Smith? How dare you say, oh, well, this has been happening, so you okay with it? He said, and then he goes on to say, oh, just because they stopped playing basketball don't mean it's going to stop overnight. Juan Jr. Boxer, salute. Huh? Oh, just if they don't play basketball right now, it's not going to stop it overnight. It's still going to, trust and believe, it's still going to be going on. Well, Stephen A. Smith, when is the point when you had enough and you say this don't need to go on no more? How about that? When is the moment, Stephen A. Smith, Talib Cunningham, salute, that you say that's enough is enough and we're not doing nothing? We're not going to participate in anything until there's things that change, until there's change. How about that, Stephen A. Smith? How about that? How about using your platform and your voice to stand for something other than yelling in the screen? Dominique Richardson, salute. Underground Solemn, salute. Yeah. Hey, man, people could say what they want about Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless today said, man, if these players don't play, I would love to see them play for our entertainment. But guess what? Do you know the statement they will make? BBG, salute. Golden Gambler, salute. Appreciate you, Golden Gambler. Cole Younger, salute. Skip Bayless, like, do you understand the statement that would make if they do that? Nah, not Stephen A. Smith. No, no, no. Go ahead and dribble. Entertain the people. Thrill Hill, salute. Teddy Peace 504, Avery Adams, salute. Ricky Scale, salute. We never cease to amaze me. Exactly. But no, Stephen A. Smith got to take the opposite. He always got to be objective. And then, this is what made me change. Skills from New Orleans, salute. Elliot Burgess, salute. This is what made me, because this stream wasn't going to be about this. Marcus Cano, salute. This is ultimately, this is a straw that broke the camel's back. He said, get this. This dude said, I can see if y'all don't want to play due to the virus. That's one thing. If you don't want to play due to the virus, everybody got their right not to do that. But not for this. You can't use this as an excuse. This dude said you can't use this as an excuse. He said you can't use this as an excuse. If you don't want to play because of the virus, I understand that. That's perfectly logical. But for this, you can't use this as an excuse. Roosevelt Ivory, salute. Thomas Moreland, salute. Mr. Tally 140, salute. Jupiter B came to win, salute. Cole Younger, salute. And this is the moment that if you're in LA, y'all need to show up to ESPN Studios when Stephen A. Smith is there and demand the same change. Demand change. Mookie Knight, salute. Tony Dior, salute. A Wavy 09, salute. Hi, my name is, man. I saw what you're doing, man. Valdecris, salute. James, salute. Hi, my name is. I saw what you're doing, right? And I just unmoderated you, right? And just timed you out, right? Because I saw what you was doing. I saw what you did on other videos, and I saw what you did in the chats and things of that nature. That won't be tolerated here, bro. Cody Bomb Squad Green, salute. Snacks B, salute. That won't be tolerated here, bro. I already did, Sammy Hassan. Daniel Pinkney, salute. I saw what you was doing. See, this is the problem, man. I saw what you was doing. Just because I don't respond in other videos and things of that nature, free speech, salute. Don't mean I don't know what's going on. We got 150 people. Let's get 150 likes. Adrian Pittman, salute. So, yeah, DeAndre Carey, salute. No Slack, 504, salute. Eat my oatmeal, banana, and blueberry. So those two sticking points to me was that let me know when you trying to say General Squad, salute. Retro Rob TV, my brother in the super chat. Eat mine at night. Sub big bro. Salute to you, King. Yeah, I eat mine in the morning immediately after I work out. Valdecrest, salute. I eat that right, you know. I work out twice a day. Young Hog, salute. I work out twice a day. Smash the like button. Likes to 150. So, here's the thing, right? When Stephen A. Smith, this is a thing that I don't like. I don't like when somebody portrays themselves to be more educated than somebody else or more informed than somebody else. Right? Bumpy Thompson, salute, King. I don't like that. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes to 150. We got 150 people. Let's get 150 likes. And do me a favor, my people. Send $1 super chat. Refresh the super chat. Keep it going, man. Support the channel. Support the grind. I got people telling me they can't send super chats, so on and so forth. Rasheed Rock, salute. So, I don't like that. Actually, I was listening to my brother Fred, Barbershop Conversations last night. And everybody to each their own, right? But when I hear the brothers on there talking about, well, I know more than you, and you don't know this, and I know this, and you ain't read this, and you ain't educate. Man, all of that, I was going to call in and say, all of that is sword fighting. That's what that is. And it's not productive. It doesn't matter what you know opposed to what I know. Educate one another. Because okay, and here's the thing, right? All of that knowledge that we portray to have as people, oh, I know about this. Salute to Dominique Richardson in my Cash App. Salute, I appreciate you. Right? All of that, I know this, I read this, I knew this, I know this, and all of that. Explain to me how that is productive. How did that help old boy in Atlanta that situation took place? How did all that knowledge? How does that help all of these people that have these? How does that help me and my family? General Squall, salute to my brother in the super chat. Support the channel. Support the grind. Salute, King. Seen and unseen boxing. Davey Scott III. Salute. OPJ 5E. Salute. Now, we have to educate ourselves, no doubt. We must educate ourselves. That's no doubt. We must know the laws, no doubt. But when we on air and not, okay, it's one thing when we're talking about sports, competitive nature, that's sports. When you on air, downplaying one another's education, nah, that don't work. Tory Hawkness, salute. Tory Hawkness, I'm gonna rent you up. That don't work. Jupiter B. Stephen A. Smith said this today, this morning. Hi, my name is said no free speech on this channel. No, you can have freedom of speech all you want. But what we won't do here is poke at one another, antagonize one another. That's what we're not going to do. Melvin O'Brien, salute. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to do that. That's what we're not going to do. So I'm not one of that belief. I don't. Here's the thing. To tell me, well, you don't know the Bill of Law and you didn't study this part of the Bill of Law and you don't know the this part of the Declaration. All of that, man. Listen, what does that do for you? Wayne Jr., Calvin Johnson, salute. What has it done for you? Did it put food on your table? Did it protect you when you walked out in the streets? No. Retro Rob TV, salute. When you walked out in the streets, having all that knowledge of the Bill of Law, the law bill, whatever they was talking about and all that, does it protect you when you walk out your front door? Anthony Dunbar, salute. No. Do we need to educate ourselves amongst each other? Yes. And at the end of the day, this is what we need to do. What we need to do is police our own selves. Ahmad is Ahmad. Salute to my brother in the super chat. He said, dude is on OP. Salute. Oh, dude is an op. Yeah. I saw people sending me stuff. See, I don't be having a chance all the time to go back and be able to look at who's blocked, who's not blocked. I just don't be having time. So I got people, though, that send me information of what's taking place in the chat rooms when I'm not live. I can see it when I'm live somewhat, but when I'm not live, I can't see it. But I see what's going on. Melvin O'Brien, salute. Dahlia Internet said 2 black men were found from a tree in California yesterday, and black people are still getting... Exactly, Dahlia Internet. So all of this talk, Sylvester Solomon 2011, salute. So all of this talk about knowing this and knowing that and down, this is what I don't like. Don't down one another. Don't down one another. Don't get on there, hey man, you're emotional and you this and you don't know this and you don't know that and you... Man, that's not productive. Kenyatta Ali, salute. African Pride, salute. It's not productive. Because guess what? At the end of the day, y'all both could have that conversation walking out the front door and what happens? Because that don't protect you at all. It don't help you at all. Get Lolo out of here. Goodbye. Lolo, you watching me. I don't watch you. I don't even know who you are. A Wavy 09, salute. See what I'm saying? Stedman Paget, salute. So how's that productive? It's not productive for us. And I agree with all of the brothers that was on there, and they were dropping knowledge. But my thing is this: when we have that platform, that's not the time to tell the world, oh, you're miseducated and you have this educated. That's not the time. Not today's time. David the Real Thomas, salute. It's just not. It's not the time and place. It's just not. Agree to disagree. Get each other number and do it behind the scenes. That's beneficial to us. That's beneficial to us. Because at the end of the day, what changed today? With all that knowledge you have, with all that education, with all that history knowledge you have, with all that, or you know what this one did and that one did in 1786 and in 1944 man, what does that do for us? Nothing. Sab one, salute. Tell me what I need to do today. Don't tell me what took place 60 years ago, man. We understand what took place 60 years ago. Help me today. So if my forefathers, my ancestors made a mistake, help me make the adjustments today's time. If you have the education that they made a mistake at some point in time, then help us make the adjustments so we don't do that actively. Why not? Salute. Actively. Hey man, this past Saturday, kids, you see on my video, I did a live stream on Saturday with the walk. Kids, I'm telling y'all again, kids and young adults put that together. And that was kids and young adults that was in the front. That was kids on the microphones. That was kids that made the speech and young adults. Yeah, and Kendrick Persons too. I'm telling you, man, they're here to cause confusion. And so this is another thing. I'm not digging. This is another thing. Every time I turn on TV and they discuss Kyrie Irving, they talk about his past. They talking about, well, Kyrie Irving. How could we actually listen to Kyrie Irving if he's not? He wasn't a leader in Boston playing basketball. What does that have to do with what we going through today? Tell me his leadership in Boston as a Celtic, or his leadership or lack thereof of leadership in Cleveland. What does that have to do with what's going on today's time? Somebody explain that to me. Why is that being mentioned? Salute to my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. He had a lot of knowledge too last night in that super chat. Salute, Terrence Bailey. Arturo Shadi, salute. No, Kyrie Irving said that there shouldn't be no basketball play right now. And another thing is, Kyrie Irving is being misquoted. Because this came from a collection of basketball players that informed Kyrie Irving, because he is one of the people that was on this conference call they had, right? And Kyrie Irving was one of the people, Mel and Ryan, salute, that a collective group of other players informed Kyrie Irving they don't feel that it would be right. At the end of the day, Kyrie Irving, Keith Williams, salute, like Kyrie Irving said, it makes me no never mind because I'm not playing anyway. So you see, the fact that Kyrie Irving is standing against the machine, right? He's being so it's being, well, Dwight Howard, he hasn't been a factor in the NBA for all this time. What does Dwight Howard level of basketball play have to do with anything? When Dwight Howard said he's a full 1,000% in agreement with Kyrie Irving and don't think that they should resume and need to focus on everything that's taking place right now. Texas T 346, salute. The first thing Stephen A. Smith and them bringing up is Dwight Howard. He's not an impact player anyway. What does that have to do with what's going on? Somebody explain to me that. William Brunson, salute. What does that have to do with it? Oh, Steven Jackson, he's retired. Huh? What does that have to do with what's going on today's time? It's bigger than basketball. this is bigger than basketball. Do me a favor, man. I still got Marcus Fratbalism Thomas. Salute. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. We have 200 people, man. We should have a 200 likes. DSF G38 Outbox. Salute. So what does that have to do with what does an orange have to do with a grape? Nothing. So why are you telling the people and then you get this? You get Skip Bayless that's sitting up there like, man, they shouldn't play. I want to see it for my entertainment, but do you understand the impact it'll make if they don't play and they got on the front line? Right. That's the point. Snacks B, salute. That is the point. So why would Stephen A. Smith get on national TV and say the movement is not bigger than sports? And this is the dude that's from New York. I got you, Tory Harkness. What do you mean, Stephen A. Smith? And how dare you? How dare Stephen A. Smith sit up there and say, how dare he sit there and say, I can see if you want to sit out for the virus, that's logic. But this, you can't use this as an excuse. Man, I'm turning red right now as I'm talking to y'all, man. I'm turning red as I'm talking to y'all. Wayne Jr., salute. LJ Fighter, salute. William Brunson, salute. Cody Bomb Squad, salute. LK Rod, salute. He gonna say, do your job, and at the same time, you can make an impact. Do you know how much money the owners would lose? Y'all don't even understand. And so see, while the brothers yesterday talking about who knows what, and some of you brothers, if y'all in LA with the brother Fred, how about making an impact and say, listen, Stephen A. Smith, how about that? Take all your knowledge that you know, put it in action, because we can't have these detractors. And then he tried to clean it up. Well, I didn't mean as an excuse. Let me not say it's an excuse. No, I don't want to say it's an excuse. Bro, you already said excuse. The first thing that popped in your brain when you thought about this situation was excuse. Lather to God, salute. The first thing that popped in your brain when you discussed this situation was excuse. And then you tried to undermine and devalue Kyrie Irving's, Steven Jackson's, and Dwight Howard's knowledge of the situation. There is no, this is opinionated, bro. Salute to Tani Marie. Peace and blessings, Queen. There is no, how could Stephen A. Smith say that Kyrie Irving is misinformed? How? If you tell him that here's where misinformation comes from, Stephen A. Smith, since you're so smart, here's where the misinformation comes from. Let me tell you where the misinformation comes from. If you're dealing with the virus and you say, hey, I'm not playing because I don't want to catch the virus. And then somebody say, well, you misinformed because you can't catch it that way. That's where misinformation will come in. But how could you tell Kyrie Irving, Dwight Howard, and Steven Jackson that they're wrong in their stance and they're misinformed if they say we don't want to play basketball to detract from the movement and what's taking place? Stephen A. Smith, you're too smart for your own good. Sometimes you just overdo it when it's not necessary. So to tell him that, well, Mars Jetson, salute. To tell him that, well, one love, salute. Why not take this? Why not say this, Stephen A. Smith? And I know somebody that I know Stephen A. Smith and his people watch this. I know his people do. Is definitely gonna get back to him. Keith Williams, salute. Well, why not say this? Well, if that's how the brothers feel about it, if they feel like that's their way of making an impact, that's their way. J.A. Dixon, Julius Franklin, salute. How about saying, well, if they feel like that's their way to make an impact, who am I to say that they shouldn't? Daniel Pinckney, salute. But instead he says, well, this has been going on for hundreds of years. It ain't going to change them all, so just play basketball. What? Man. No, that's the whole point, Stephen A. Smith. It's been going on for too long. Now it's time to make a change. So don't tell me what the ancestors have been through or your forefathers have been through and say that they shouldn't have played sports either then. Phil J. 508, Little Bounce Bright, salute. No, they tried it their way and it didn't work, Stephen A. Smith. It didn't work. So now it's time to do something different. They still played sports. They still played sports then, and it didn't work. That way didn't work. So now it's time to try something different. But yet you trying to tell us the blueprint is to continue on. What do they say? The definition of insanity is what? To continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. So you telling us to do the same thing your forefathers did because this is not going to change overnight. But we expecting change. Matt Newcomb, salute. But Stephen A. Smith, you're the educated one. Cyrus King, salute. I'm confused. I'm confused. Explain to me, why should we continue the path and the blueprint that they gave us when it didn't work? Because we still going through it 100 years later. Main Event Mark, my brother, salute. If we going through it still 100 years later, then something is wrong, right? And there needs to be some sort of change. Not continue business as usual. Grant Hovey, salute. LJ Fighter, salute. How do we continue business as usual and expect different results? Stephen A. Smith. How can LeBron James dedicate all his time? How could he split himself between the playoffs and going to the finals and trying to win another championship and standing for the movement? How? How is he possibly going to have time to do so? Stephen A. Smith. Oh, I know how. I know how. Jermaine Johnson, salute. Tim TV 212, salute. I know how. Old Gun, salute. The way you feel like it's comfortable. Behind his cell phone. Behind his computer. And you can send that message from your hotel and then go play the Portland Trailblazers. You don't have to physically be there because your presence is not worth more than your text today. Mental Wisdom, salute. Messiah 1111, salute. So your physical, LeBron James physically, his physical and presence is going to be far greater than a message that he texts or sends out or tweets out or even a video record. Jizzle Dean, salute. So you gonna tell me that this possible for them to be in Orlando? Mind you, if they go to Orlando and they start the season, you do know the rules of the NBA once they go to Orlando, right? They can't leave. They're in quarantine. They can't leave the hotels. They can't leave because they don't want them to come in contact with other people that might, be a carrier. So the whole situation, to begin with, from the other players, they said 50 players or so was not comfortable because they wasn't going to be able to freely move around in Orlando. They had to stick to wherever the NBA placed them. So please explain to me, Stephen A. Smith, they resumed the NBA career. He's worrying about winning the NBA championship, the playoffs. He has physical therapy. He has to take care of his body, eat well, sleep well. How's he possibly going to contribute his time to this? He won't be able to. He won't be able to. How's he going? He can't leave even to get a meal. How's he going to leave to go and help with these situations? See, this is what's not being told. Kyrie Irving said, "It don't matter to me because I'm injured. I'm not playing anyway, but I'm gonna be on the front line because I'm not playing anyway." I'm just expressing the concerns that other basketball players as a collective group brought to me and put on my table, and I'm delivering the message. And I agree with them. But you don't hear that part. All you hear is Kyrie Irving, Nitty G, my brother, salute. All you hear is Kyrie Irving, salute, my brother, CB Sports TV. All we hear is Kyrie Irving don't want to continue the season. But he never was a leader anyway. Should we listen to him? Why is that? Why is his leadership in Boston as a basketball player, his leadership in Cleveland as a basketball player, and his leadership in Brooklyn as a basketball player, why does that measure up to his leadership in his community amongst his people? Why is that even a measuring stick? Why is that being brought up? Why is that being brought up? There is no comparison. Why are you trying to compare his leadership to him playing a sport to what's taking place today's time? And don't you see that his leadership off the basketball court seems to be greater than his leadership on the basketball court, seeing as though this situation, he's willing to take a full stance? Lloyd Lawrence, UK, salute. Well, it shows me that his leadership off the basketball court is far greater than his leadership on the basketball court. Why? Because off the basketball court, he's willing to take an even bigger stance than on it. Why isn't that being brought up? Why isn't that being brought up? Why isn't it the fact that he chooses to even come out publicly about this and say this, knowing he's going to be receive all types of negativity coming his way? Why is it? Why isn't anybody talking about that? The fact that Kyrie Irving is choosing to stand for himself and the people and go against this machine called the NBA, that's not enough for Stephen A. Smith. But you get so then see, here's the thing, right? LeBron James, right, is willing to stand for more than just a basketball. You understand? So, see, this is going to open Robin Montgomery, salute. This is going to open LeBron James' eyes. They don't want his eyes to be open. So you see how much respect LeBron James have, where you got his rivals His rivals, right? You have what's his name? The point guard Patrick Beverly coming out. Patrick Beverly, who's his rival, plays for his in-state rival at the Clippers, right? And Patrick Beverly says, we gonna do whatever LeBron says that we should do. So guess what? If LeBron said that we playing ball, we playing ball. If he said we not, we not. Guess what? That's too much power for one man to have. I'm telling y'all now. And so guess what? You best believe LeBron James is in tune what's taking place. And he's right now, LeBron James is in his brain, and he's asking himself, Tanisha Nesmith, salute. LeBron James is asking, and this is another thing, right? We had Dow Galloway, salute. What's his name? Shannon Sharp said LeBron James is inquiring, contacting other players and stuff, trying to figure out what they want to do. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want LeBron James out there inquiring about should do you agree with Kyrie Irving or should we play? Because that means, you know what that tells you? The fact that LeBron James is out there inquiring, the fact that LeBron James is even going over this to see what they should do. Guess what that tells you? That LeBron James can take it or leave it, right? Big brother in life, salute. That means LeBron James, if they decide to go in the Game Bread Boston, salute. If they decide to, oh, we're not going to do this, LeBron James is cool with that. Uh-oh. So now you're getting all these people coming out, right? Like Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins, right? Because they telling them, oh, listen, no, LeBron can't. If LeBron get on board with this, it's over. It's over. Are y'all following what I'm telling y'all? LeBron James get on board with this, it's over for us. It's over for us. So now you get Stephen A. Smith and all these people coming out. Well, no, that can't happen. Oh, no. See, that's to cause confusion in the mindset of LeBron James. That's what that is. We got 240 people. Let's get 240 likes. Smash the like button. This is what this is. This is to cause confusion in LeBron James' mind. Grant Hovey. Oh, yes, for sure. We're going to have to protect that brother. For sure. For sure. LeBron James he wants to make an impact bigger than just in basketball. He wants to make an impact bigger than the sport of basketball. And I'm telling y'all, man. He get on board with this, watch how much stuff start coming out about LeBron James miraculously. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. All of a sudden, I'm telling y'all now. These endorsement deals, right? All of a sudden, oh well, we need you to play in the season because Nike. Watch. So that's why I said all of that going back and forth with who knows what and who knows more than this. Listen, I'm one to always stay in my lane, man. My brother Ticket TV, know basketball. I know basketball in and out. Ticket TV is a professional basketball player, right? And he's a historian in the sport of boxing. Can I debate him in some topics? Probably so. Yeah, because I have knowledge of the game. But he knows the game deeper than I do, right? So guess what? If Ticket is telling me something, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be educated. No point in going back and forth and telling you I know more than you and you don't know this and I know this. Man, that don't help us do nothing. That ain't helping us do nothing. You know what that helps us do? Stay distracted. That's what it helps us do. Stay distracted. Keith Graham, salute. TSM 7, salute. It helps us stay distracted. That's what that does. That's all that does. So all that knowledge we talking about that we have and all of that. All right. So when we go into Atlanta, and what's the plan when we get there? Brother's gonna start telling you about babysitters and transportation and all types of stuff is gonna come into play. No, man, don't tell me the problem, tell me the solution. Because we already dealt, now the problem is already here. Soul Gang Entertainment, salute. I don't need you to tell me the problem no more that we have. I understand it. Smash the like button, man. So now, of course, they want to tell you, well, LeBron James, you know what LeBron James needs to do? Go out there. Because his presence is going to be bigger than anybody's. And guess what? Guess what else LeBron James I don't know, but man, we some interesting people, boy, I tell you. We some interesting people, man. Smash the like button, man. So we must, yes. And like I said, I heard my brother Reggie Owens and everybody yesterday cooking and building and all that. And I'm all for that. But here's the thing, man. We got to do enough talking. Now it's time to what's the solution? You understand? It's like when you go to the doctor, right? 26.5. It's like when you go to the doctor, right? And the doctor tell you, "Hey, man, you got the flu." Imagine the doctor tell you got the flu, right? Imagine you go to the doctor, right? And the doctor tell you, "Hey, you got the flu, right?" And then after that, he just sitting there looking at you like this. Imagine that. Imagine you go to the doctor, right? And when you go to the doctor, right, he says to you, "You have the flu," right? And then he's just sitting there and then he's like this, just looking at you. Why are you sitting there? Or he tell you, "Hey, I had this back pain, or this, or this," and the doctor say, "Oh yeah, because you have this back pain." And now he's just sitting there looking at you like this. What's the next thing you're going to say? "Okay, doc, what do I have to do about it," right? See, the doctor went to school to educate himself in that area, right? So that he could give you a resolution for the symptoms, right? He could help you out. That's why he went to school, right? So he could when he diagnosed you with something or whatever, right? The doctor could look at you and say to you, okay, well, this what happened, right? Now, doc, you went to school, right? And you educated yourself on this. Now, doc, tell me what I need to do to fix the problem. Imagine a doctor sitting there looking at you at that point. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. Jimmy Snooker, salute. That's what we do. We look at one another. Because we happy to say that, oh, I learned this. And if you wasn't physically there, everything you telling me you learned means nothing. Because if you wasn't physically there to know the actual proof, that means nothing. Now, does it? It means nothing. If you wasn't physically there to tell me, hey, man, I was there, man. And I seen it after that. You remember when you was in school? When you was in school and your teacher wanted to show you that lesson, they would tell somebody a secret in the front of the class, and then you had to tell the person on the side of you the same secret, and then they would tell it to somebody else and tell it to somebody else, and they show you that experiment. By the time the secret gets to the back of the classroom, the story changed. The story changed. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that experiment? Smash the like button, my peoples. Do me a favor, man. Smash the like button and support the channel. Smash the like button, right? And donate and support to the channel. Y'all like the channel, support the channel. Support your boy Blue. Remember that experiment? Right? By the time this message gets to the back of the table, to the back of the classroom, right? It's the story's gonna change, right? And it never fails. So if you physically and wasn't there present, right? When somebody is telling you, when you're dealing with information, then you don't know as well. Right, Tania Marie? Exactly. So if you wasn't physically there yourself to witness it, when people say, I witnessed it with my own eyes. Well, who else's eyes you was going to witness it with? Somebody else's eyes? I should hope it was your eyes that you witnessed it with, right? Christopher Howard Sr., salute. Christopher Howard Sr., he said, I would love to. My Cash App is Blue Blood Sports. That's why I tell everybody to send a super chat in here, man. It's because for some reason I have multiple Cash Apps and only one is mine. Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Salute my brother Eric Jenkins in super chat. It's a folklore when stories change. 100. Yeah. Hey. If I wasn't physically there, it's all hearsay. I don't care how much somebody's word I could trust. How do I know if I wasn't actually there? I don't know it to be a fact. I can tell you this, right? I'm eating this food, right? Now y'all here. I'm telling you, hey, this food is good, right? Power to the people, salute. I'm telling you, this food is good, right? Now y'all see me eating, and y'all know I ate, but how do you know the food is actually good? How would you know? I walked through Tornado 7, salute. You have to actually taste it. Big Jack, salute. My brother Talib Cunningham, salute in the super chat. Right? You would have to actually taste it. That's why people say stuff like, I ate at this restaurant, the food was delicious, you gotta go try it. You gotta go to this restaurant. Why? Because you have to experience it yourself to know it to be factual, right? That's why when it comes to sports, I appreciate you, Christopher Howard Sr. On my page, salute. When it comes to sports, I try to be as factual as possible, right? But certain situations, I saw actual physical proof, which proves the point, right? Salute to Grant Hovey in the super chat. I hope that we can change, but we still have too much trust in other people. Exactly. And Grant, on my page today, I forgot to give him a wrench. I didn't know I was supposed to. When was I supposed to give you a wrench, King? No disrespect or nothing, just acting. See, let me tell you about Stephen A. Smith. All right, on my page, let me see you. You've been subscribed since 2017. Anthony 402, salute. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Let me see you consistently for a while, then I'll rent you up. In the chat. See, people be telling me, like, bro, I've been now on my page. No slight against you. I'm just explaining something to you real quick. People, Quan 43, salute. I'm gonna get your son on this week, bro. Brian Chenault Jr., salute. Unstoppable Force 101, salute. If you're not active when I'm live, tax, salute. You could be subscribed since day one. I wouldn't know. I don't know. Now, I appreciate you, but I don't know. I got you. Train Deuce, salute. You dig what I'm saying, Omar Peg? Let me tell you. Now, you say you've been supporting the grind since 2017, and I appreciate you. But you see, like my brothers that's moderators, I know when the queens and when the brothers don't show up, I know. Because I see them on a daily basis. So they family. That's why I trust them. You see what I'm saying, King? So let me see you on a daily basis. I know when the queens ain't show up. Like Lala D. Where she at? Bumpy Thompson, salute. Um, my brother, Chris Brown 4-5. I ain't see him in a couple of days. I ain't see, you understand? So I could tell when the brothers was here, when the queens was here, when they wasn't here. 9 Mile players, salute. Corey Lorenzo, salute. Yes, sir. Carl Phillips, salute. Appreciate you. So here's the thing, right? With Stephen A. Smith, Retro for Life, 79 boxing, salute. I had my oatmeal, my blueberries, and my bananas. Now I'm having my egg scrambled with salsa. I work out twice a day. Try to get 200, at least 200 grams of protein in a day. I gotta bring my physique back. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all my physique. Then I'm gonna get back to why HM Pro, salute. I'm gonna show you why Stephen A. Smith is doing what he's doing. I'm gonna tell y'all why in 1 second. Let me show y'all a little bit of my physique though. That your boy Blue, man. I saw my arms was on swole at one point. See, that's your boy Blue, man. I was 191 pounds right there. I was 191 pounds right there. Right? Swole, I was in the gym every day. But that was in the gym every day. You understand what I'm saying? Christopher Howard Sr., salute in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. You tried to put $20, but you put 20 in the chat and put $2. Yeah, Ahmad is Ahmad. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Drew Titan and Black Fight Fan and you know what I'm saying? All the brothers in the gym. They ain't the only ones. New Fat Boy Fitness. Nah. I used to get it in. I got comfortable like Stephen A. Smith. Comfortability is stronger than anything. Comfortability and familiarity is stronger than love. Sammy Hassan said, I'm in the gym every day. Yeah. It don't, Talib Cunningham, because he's comfortable. Burgess Meredith, salute. I know. I'm 5'10". Christopher Howard, I'm new to this. Yeah, I know. I could tell you meant to put $20 and you put $2. Comfortability is stronger than anything. So this is what happens, right? I'm gonna give y'all an example. You know when you're sleeping in your bed in the wintertime when you was a kid, or as an adult when you got to go to work or go to school, right? And it seems like when your alarm clock go off, or you got to go to the bathroom or something, that's when you at your most comfortable, right? You under the covers. It feel like you are one with the bed, and you got to go to the bathroom or your alarm clock go off and you got to get up. It seemed like the whole night you wasn't that comfortable until that moment. You don't want to budge. You'll stay there and be late for work. Brandon A87, I know. But you know what, bro? This is what I learned, man. Different things work, different strokes for different folks, man. My grandmother and my grandfather ate eggs, man. They lived into their 90s. Health free. And they ate eggs every morning as a kid in Harlem. Every morning in Harlem. How many grits and eggs? So when it and Dr. Sebi, his thing be changing too. Yeah, I like Shannon Sharp, Anthony 402. So let me tell you about Stephen A. Smith. Claude 9000, salute. Quan 43 said eggs wasn't in the bag back then. Yeah, you're right. Might be. I don't know. Still come from chickens. So now that we understand comfortability is stronger than anything, let me tell you about Stephen A. Smith and why he's. See, Stephen A. Smith is comfortable in his position because he's looked at as the man, a road paver for men that look like him in that position. He's getting paid good. He's in a comfortable space. If the NBA and these players like LeBron James and the NFL players start to band together, 88 Sports Talk, my brother in the super chat, he said Max Kelly may be more for black people than Stephen A. For sure. Tax, salute. Yeah, Brandon 887. I understand what you're saying though. Listen, Brandon 887, 887. I had stopped eating eggs and everything for like 3.5 years, man. No eggs, alkaline water, all that. And the bottom line is this: I don't try to tell anybody to change their staple or what they do and what they think works for them. Midwest Boston, I eat my grits with butter and sugar. Nah, I like grits plain and with cheese. But So unless we growing our own food, who knows what you're receiving? It's just like I told you. It's just like I told you with information. If I tell you the information, by the time you get to this certain point, the information change. Who knows? By the time you get the food that's supposed to be this way, who knows, right? I don't know. I'm just saying. I used to be so much of a stickler. Don't eat this. Don't eat that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Salute my brother Yusuf Cobb in the super chat. Salute, big brother. Salute, King. Appreciate you. So, DJ Turner, salute. So now let's get back to this, right? Stephen A. Smith. Now just imagine, right? If all these athletes start to stand up, where does that place Stephen A. Smith? And where does his opinion lie when he steps on national TV? It's going to force Stephen A. Smith to choose a side, isn't it? You see how that works? Salute to Harry and the Cash App. Appreciate you, King. No, they take pieces from it, Dahlia Internet. The problem is my Cash App. It's like 3 Cash Apps with Blue Bus Sports TV, and I refuse to budge off my name. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I am ill will. Salute. Smash the like button. Yeah, a lot of people put sugar in grits. Tamika Gibson, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing? All right. Yeah, Dahlia Internet. I don't even know how that worked. See? My brother KF Harris. I ain't see him all day. I noticed he wasn't here. See? Salute to my brother Christopher Howard Sr. in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. So, smash the like button, man. Get the likes of 250. Fish and grits, yep. I used to like put cheese in it. My brother Drew Titan, see? Well, that's different anyway. But my brother Drew Titan, I knew he wasn't here all day. Yo, Drew Titan. I just showed him my picture when I was swole, right? I told him, you and the brothers wasn't the only ones that was swole, man. I'm back on my grind, man. Let me show you, Drew. Gerard Casher, salute. Where you been at? Drew, I was on it. Ghetto love, salute. Christopher Howard Sr., I appreciate you. Yo, Drew, I was 191 in this picture. On the grind. Yeah. That's why I started back. And that shirt was a large. You understand? That shirt was a large right there. Just so y'all know, I wasn't shopping that Baby Gap just to make my arms look bigger. Nah. School of Skills, salute. Yeah, I used to curl. Man, I was hammer curling the 75s and the 80s. I was on it, man. But I'm about to be back on it. I'm about to be back on it. I'm already back on it. I started back last Monday, and I'm already 6 pounds down. You understand? Last Monday, I'm 6 pounds down right now. So I'm gonna be on it. Oh yes, sir, Drew. We gonna make it happen. Anthony 42 said I gotta get swole out here. Yeah, it's the time, man. Yeah, Sheena, I'm on it. Yeah, Drew, I was listening. I was there. Remember? I was there. I watched you yesterday. I was in the building. So anyway, back to Stephen A. Smith, right? And so what happens with Stephen A. Smith is this indirectly puts pressure on Stephen A. Smith to show up and show out, right? He's going to have to choose a side at that point in time. Imagine if LeBron James, imagine if Patrick Mahomes, you see Patrick Mahomes speaking out. So now you get LeBron James speaking out. You get Patrick Mahomes. Imagine in we already got Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. You know what that does to a Stephen A. Smith? Now, when Stephen A. Smith, when my brother Real 6 SB90, salute. They say you got to do a health. Yeah, you know what, man? It seems like every time I'm doing those videos, man, they take that video down. I don't know why. I don't know what the restrictions are with that, or they acting like you trying to you saying that this is proven to be work or factual. I don't know what it is, man. So that's why it is what it is. But you know, so Philip Reinhardt, salute. Where you been at? I ain't see the brother Philip Reinhardt. I ain't see you in a minute. So see, let's say all of them do this, right? And they decide Luis Javier Moratu, salute. Grant Hovey said, I'm 6'2", 280. Wow. You NFL material. G Brown, salute. So, for sure, my boy, my boy is boxing tomorrow. Macau, Slick Mick, Saint Pierre. He fighting man, what's the dude name that fought Gervonta Tank Davis fought him? And Gary Russell. Gervonta Tank Davis and Lomachenko fought him. Let me tell you what's the dude name. D. McGee, salute. See, where you been at? I knew he wasn't here. Donald Favors, salute. Let me tell you in a sec. Let me tell you. Pedraza, right. Pedraza. So my boy, Macau Les Pierre, he fighting him. Wait, that fight not what's tomorrow date? Tomorrow the 17th. So the fights is on the 18th. Kyle Brown, salute. Gravy Davis, salute. So that fight, the 18th. Oh man, I'm confused right now. Today is the 16th. When is the fights then? Because it's the 18th, I thought. Salute to RGJ3 Boxing in the super chat. He said, Blue, I see you chowing down on some grits and sugar. Don't forget your water. The grind is back. Don't hurt him, Blue. Salute, King. No. I already drank 3/4 of a gallon of water today. Dennis Asby, salute. Today is the 15th? Hey, man, I'm all the way confused. The fight is on the 18th, right? The fight is on Thursday. Ahmad Zaman said the fight is Thursday. Oh, Greer. Right. Thank you. Real 6 SB90. Okay, yeah, Josh Greer, right? Okay. I'm thinking because Mikhail's Lespierre, that's my boy. He from Brooklyn. He fighting Pedraza in the main event. Christopher Howard Sr., he said, Blue, keep up the good work. Deontay will be ready for the trilogy. Oh, for sure. He going to be above and beyond ready. See, that's originally was my topic today. But when I saw this interview while I was working out with Stephen A. Smith, it changed my plans, man. That's how I got on this point because Deontay Wilder was my sticking point. But because of this, when I watched that interview with Stephen A. Smith, and I watched it by accident because I watch Skip and Shannon, and that's the only thing I watch. And I stumble into the herd because they come on right after Skip and Shannon. And I don't even catch it while it's live. I watch the replays. But, they send you the suggestions. And then I got that Stephen A. Smith, his reaction to it. And I watched it, man. And that's why y'all got this live stream today. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up to 300, man. Can we get them likes up to 300 for your boy Blue today, man? Can we do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? So, smash the like button, man. My brother BFTV Boxing is coming on right now, so let me get off. I overstayed my welcome because I started off late and then, technical difficulties and such. But salute to y'all, man. Tomorrow we'll be back on, man. We're going to discuss the champ, man, Deontay Wilder, man, because he's drastically being overlooked. I don't know why, but I want y'all's opinion on it. So, Tamika Gibson, peace and blessings to you. So let me get up off here. Go over to my brother BFTB Boxing. So he should be on right now. And yeah, I'm gonna take it easy. Drink some more water. And try to build back up this muscle. You understand what I'm saying? A muscle. Roosevelt Ivy, salute. Leslie Jackson, salute. Gotta build up that muscle. Like dude said on yes, sir. Go sub to my brother LeBron's reviews as well. Yes, sir. Please go subscribe to my brother LeBron Reviews. Dahlia Antoinette. Why you doing, girl? So go subscribe to my brother LeBron Reviews. Tania Marie, peace and blessings to you, queen. Sami Hassan, Sheena, Young Hog, salute. I appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. 1,000%. So tomorrow we're gonna cook on some boxing. Today I had to address this, man, because I was like, Stephen A., come on, bro. Because you see, we're already behind the 8 ball. We can't afford to let people, continue to be anchors. You understand what I'm saying? We can't afford it, man. We can't afford it. But it is what it is, man. You know. Yeah. So my brother, my boy, Mikal Lespierre will be fighting Jose Pedraza. I can't wait. So that's the fight I was looking for. So I completely forgot about Greer tomorrow. And who is Greer fighting tomorrow? Before I get off, who's Greer fighting? Let me see who he fighting. Mike Plania, Grant Hovey. Salute, King. Appreciate you showing love. He fighting Mike Plania. 23-1. I don't really know much about him. What? I don't know. Adari T, peace of blessings. How you doing, Queen? See, Adari T. I ain't see Adari T in quite some time. Why can't I see Josh Greer's complete resume? Man, how y'all feel about Josh Greer, too? Let me get off it, man. Dwight Eby, salute. Yeah, gotta get the brachialis back in order. See, that's what make your arms look even bigger. Brachialis. Once you get that back in order, boy, you cooking then, boy. Craig Rogers, salute. Tyson Fury, yep. Make sure you stick around after that fight. Jafari Caesar, salute. Yeah, yeah. Set that reminder. Yeah, them hammer curls, man. Hammer curl. I love hammer curls, man. I love hammer curls and reverse curls. Oh man, Dari T, you too. I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. Take it easy. Drink a lot of fluids. Prayers up to you. Prayers up to you, Queen. Brandon A87, salute in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. My prayers go up to you, Queen. Get better soon, okay? Get better soon. Just don't let it get the best of you. Just get better soon and keep pushing. So salute to y'all, man. Let me get up off here. I appreciate y'all. Peace and blessing to each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Oh, closer, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Adari T. Adari T, I'm sorry to hear that. Prayers to you. Christopher Howard Sr. said, Blue, that was beautiful what Deontay said. Oh, yeah. Two left hooks, salute. We go, man, tomorrow we on it. We back on it tomorrow. We back on it tomorrow. So let me get a ball because my brother BFTB Boxing is on. So go over to BFTB Boxing. Subscribe to my brother LeBron Reviews. Subscribe to my brother Drew Titan. Peace and blessing to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all 1,000% coming in and showing your boy Blue love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Whoa. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Kyle Brown, salute. Much love. Burgess Meredith. Gene Jill Blade, salute. Appreciate y'all. Peace.